Hello, my learning buddies. So once again, you are back with your Maths Buddy Mini, and I am here at your most favorite learning platform, Learn Forward, with your Maths book, Maths Concepts and Skills for Grade 3 by Feathercap. So what now in the series ahead? I have a new topic for you. Though you are introduced to it, we'll be starting chapter 12 of your book, that is data handling. You know a little about it, so we'll be going ahead after a quick recap of your past learning. So we have a gear up exercise for you here. Anjali has a collection of stickers with her. Can you see? She wanted to organize them and paste them in her stickers album. How do you think she can do so? What do you think? How can she organize these stickers? How many different types of stickers does she have in her collection? One has been done for you. So like one collection is fruits. So she has fruits here, right? You can use fruits as the basics of your classification. How can you put them in different categories? What is the other way you suggest? Exactly. You can use colors also. So the other classification can be based on colors, right? What is the next classification? What else do you have here? You have the means of transport, like aeroplane you have here, or you can use different shapes here. Let's say shapes. So if you have stars, you can use that. Then you have this circle here. You can use this shape. This is your triangular shape. This is your circular shape. So you can use different bases to organize her collection. Now, what is the total number of stickers in her collection? So for doing this, what do you need to do? Just count all these stickers and write down the number here. So I hope you will be finding it interesting to classify these stickers in her album. Now coming to your topic, data handling. First, let's know what is data. Data means it is the collection of information, some facts, some figures, some values. So when you have a collection, a group of facts, information, values, figures, that is called data. And what is data handling, children? This is the process of collecting, and then you just report and show that information in an organized way so that you can interpret some result out of it. How? Let's learn it here. Like we have pictographs in data handling. First, what is pictograph? It is the representation of your data in the form of pictures. For example, we have some flowers here for you. Let's read it out. A bouquet at a florist shop consists of a variety of flowers in it. The following pictograph shows the number of different types of flowers used in the bouquet. So the florist in one bouquet is using these different flowers, and this pictograph shows you how many flowers of each type he is using. Like we have daffodils. So can you just looking at picture tell how many of flowers are daffodils there? Just 2. Then roses, how many is he using? 6. How many iris is he using? He is using 5 of them. And tulips, just 4. And carnations, he is using 4 again. So in this way, it becomes easier for you to interpret the data. Now here are some questions for you. What is the exact number of tulips in the bouquet? So what is that? It is 4. Perfect. Which flower is used the least in the bouquet? Least means the smallest number. So which one is it? Exactly, daffodil. So see how this information, the collection of information is helping you in interpreting the results. Which two flowers are same in number? Exactly, tulip and carnation. Both of them are 4 each. So tulip and carnation. Both these flowers are same in number. Now find the total number of flowers in the bouquet. So you have 2 here, 6 here, 5 here, 4 and 4 here. So we get 10, 9, 19 and 2, 21. But we missed on one thing, children. There is always a scale in the pictogram. And here it shows that one flower is actually equal to 2 flowers. So when this comes to 21 flowers in all, what will be the total number of flowers? One flower means 2 actually. So 21 flowers will mean 21 into 2, which is equal to 42 flowers. So by using this scale, actually the number of pictures to be drawn is reduced. Otherwise, in place of 2, you would have drawn 4 pictures here. You would have drawn 6 into 2, 12 flowers here, like that. So we always use the scale for bigger values. So these are 42 flowers in all in the bouquet. So this is about pictographs where your information is shown in the form of pictures. Now, how do you construct a pictograph? The number of pencils sold in 6 days by a shopkeeper is tabulated below. So, tabulated means it is given in the form of a table. So, these are the days: first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth. And on first day, 5 pencils, on the second, 8, third, 9, then 4, then 7, and then 3 pencils are sold respectively. Now, how do you prepare the pictograph? Here you will be writing days. So, in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, these are the days, and here you will be drawing the pencils. You can draw any picture to show your data. So, here number of pencils sold you want to show, and remember you have to give a scale here. So, if you are drawing one pencil, what does it show? How many pencils it actually represents? So, here one pencil is showing just one pencil because we do not see any common number here which can exactly go with these number of pencils. So, one pencil we are using to show one pencil. That means for the first day you will be drawing 5 pencils. For the second day you will be drawing 8 pencils. For the third day 9 pencils, and so on. So, it is very easy to draw pictographs, and if you feel any of the pictures you want to draw is difficult for you, you can use any shape and then write here that a triangle is equal to 1 pencil. So, that is to make your task easier, right? Especially when the pictures, the objects to be shown here are a little difficult. Now, here's an exercise for you. Study the pictograph given below and answer the questions that follow. So, here you have food items liked by different students, and see, here is the scale. When you draw one picture like this of a child, it actually means 2 students. So, noodles, how many children like noodles? Here it is 3 pictures, but actually it means how many children? 3. One picture is 2 students, so it is 3 times 2, which is equal to 6. How many like ice cream? Good. So, this is 6 times 2, which is 12. How many like burger? 5 times 2 is 10. Perfect. And how many like pizza? 4 times 2 is 8. Right? So, let's move to the questions. Which food item is the most favorite? That means the maximum number of students like it. So, that is ice cream. Which food item is the least favorite? The first one, noodles. So, without even looking at the numbers, when you compare the pictures, you see the least is here, the maximum is here. How many students are there in the class? So, all the students are grouped in these categories. Let's quickly add them up. 10, 20, 30 and 6, 36 students in class. How many more students like burger than pizza? So, burger is liked by 10 students, pizza is liked by only 8 students. So, how many more students like burger? 2. And when you look at the pictures, how can you do this? There are 5 pictures for burger and 4 pictures for pizza. That means how many more pictures? 1 picture. Now go to your scale. 1 picture means 2 students. So 2 students this way also. Right? You can do any way. Now another question, the pictograph given shows the number of bikes repaired by different mechanics at Peter's garage. So there are different mechanics there at his garage, and he is keeping a record how many have been repaired by each of his mechanics. And let's see the scale. 1 bike means 1 only. So 1 picture of a bike shows that the mechanic has repaired 1 bike. So how many bikes did Sandy repair? Look at Sandy's column. This is Sandy. 1, 2, 3, 4. He repaired 4. So just looking at this pictograph, you will be answering the other questions. Represent the following data in the form of pictograph. So you have 2 parts here. In first, number of saplings planted by grade 3 students in 5 days. So you have been given 5 days, Monday to Friday, and the number of saplings here. So how will you draw the pictograph? We'll make a box. We'll write days here. And number of saplings. And you will draw a scale also. So let me draw this to show one sapling. Why am I taking one sapling? Again, when you look at the information, children, there is no number common which can show all of these numbers. So I am using this symbol to show one sapling. To make it easier, you can just make a triangle also. Now the days are Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. These are the 5 days. Let's make all rows here. On Monday, how many saplings were planted? 10. So you will draw 10 such shapes here, or whatever shape you want to draw for a sapling. Then on Tuesday, you will be drawing 9 shapes. On Wednesday, 7. Then Thursday, on Wednesday, 10. Thursday, 7. And on Friday, 8. So you will be drawing these number of saplings here. So let's draw for Monday 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and this is 10. So similarly, you will be drawing for each of the days depending on what number of saplings is given for each of these days. And you will be doing the next part also. Now let's connect. Go to your nearby park and observe the types of flowers there. Then in your notebook, make a pictograph which shows the number of flowers of each type in the park. And for pictograph symbols, try to draw the exact flowers and color it to make it more beautiful, children. Now think more. Collect data from your family members regarding their preferences for ice cream or cake. So you have to find out which of your family member likes ice cream or they like cake, and collect the data for at least 10 people and create a pictograph for it. So easy, you just have to make it for 2 things, either ice cream or cake. Bar graph. What is a bar graph? When you show here, you show your data in the form of pictures, and in bar graph, you show your data, your information in the form of bars. What are bars? These standing lines, bars, or they can be sleeping ones, right? So bar graph is a chart that uses bars to show the comparison between different categories of data, and it consists of 2 lines, one horizontal line and one vertical line. So when you draw bar graph, these are the 2 lines. Here you mention, suppose I am talking about days and the number of students present. So I'll be writing the days here and I'll be writing the numbers here so that I can find out how many students were present on each day. So let's see an example here. Look at this bar graph. What do you see here? These are the 2 lines. This sleeping line, the vertical, the horizontal line is showing different colors, pink, orange, yellow, green and blue. And here on the vertical line, what you see is the number of children. So here we are talking about the favorite color of the children, and one number shows only one child. So if I want to see how many children like pink color, you will just see what is the height of this bar. It goes up to 2. That means just 2 children like pink color. Orange is liked by 5. Perfect. Here it is 2. Yellow is 7. Green is 3. And blue is 4. So this is how you get the number for each item here on the sleeping, the horizontal line, right? Now interpretation of bar graph, this is how we read and we make the bar graph. You have some bar graph and then it is followed by some questions. Let's see this. The image alongside is a bar graph for type of food liked by students of grade 3, and this is the scale where 1 unit shows just 1 student. Now, looking at this bar graph, you have to answer some questions. What type of food is liked by the most number of students? So, most means the maximum will have the biggest rod. So, which is the biggest rod here? Pasta. So, pasta is liked by the maximum students. Which is liked by the least number of students? So, you look at the smallest bar here. That is salad, although it's very healthy. How many more students like burger than sushi? So, burger is here and sushi is here. So, this is only 4 and this is 6. So, how many? What is the difference here? 2. So, 2 more children like burger than sushi. Now, how to construct a bar graph? Based on this, we will first be, based on the given information, we'll first be getting a scale. Then we must know what two things do we have to represent on these two lines. So, if you read this question, one is wardrobe number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and in the second you have to show the number of racks. So, here we will be showing the wardrobes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and here we will be showing the number of racks in each wardrobe. So, looking at these two, will be drawing the bars. Now, scale is very important. So, scale here, 1 unit will mean just 1 rack. Now, if you have first wardrobe, how many racks are there? 3. So, for the first wardrobe, you will move your bar up to number 3. And how do you draw bar? 2 vertical lines and then you will lock them at the top, just next to the number which it has to reflect. So, if wardrobe number 1 has to reflect 3 racks, so you will take your standing lines up to number 3 only and join them. This is how you get a bar. And remember one more thing, children, when you have to draw the bars, this gap between the bars should be equal always, and the width of your bars should also be always equal. Right? So, this is equal, this, the gap has to be equal, and then this width has to be equal. Okay? Now, here's an exercise for you. The bar graph shows the number and types of flowers present in the balcony of Mr. Khanna. So, here we have the different types of flowers: roses, lilies, orchids, tulips, and lotuses. And here we have the number of flowers. And you have to answer some questions. That means you have to interpret this. Which flowers are more in number compared to lotuses? Here is lotuses. Do you see any flower more than this? Exactly, the lilies. So, this is more. You have to tell the name. How many flowers are there in total? So, you can quickly find out. These are 5, then 9, again 5. This is 6 and this is 7. So, you get 5 and 5, 10, 9, 19, 6, 25, 25 and 7, 32. So, total number of flowers looking at the scale here is 32. How many more lilies are there than roses? So, if you look at lilies, they are 9, and when you look at roses, they are 5. So, how many more? 9 minus 5 is equal to 4. Which flowers are the most in quantity? That is again lilies. That means the tallest, the longest rod here, bar here. Which two flowers are the same in number? Exactly, roses and orchids. So, do you think reading the bar graphs and pictographs is much easier? And it is fun also. So, here you have the data for which you have to represent using the bar graphs, and then it is followed by some questions also. So, first let us draw the bar diagram. So, we will be making two lines here, a vertical line and horizontal line. On the horizontal line, you will mention class. Here you will mention number of students. Now, what has to be the scale? That is very important. Scale is, see, students are 10, 12, 11, 15 and 9. So, 1 unit will be equal to, you can take 2 students also, 1 student also. Because here we are not drawing pictures, so we can stop halfway if it is needed. Okay, let me show you then how do you do for 2 students if 1 unit is 2 students. So, this is 1, 2, 3. That way, we need not go up to the biggest number. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now for class 1, you want to show 10 children and 1 unit is equal to 1 unit is equal to 2 children. That means for 10 you will be showing 10 divided by 2 which is equal to 5. So you will be going only up to number 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So only up to 5 we need to go. This will be the width of bar and this is class first. For class 2, how many? 12 students are there. So for 12, which number will you go up to? 12 divided by 2 because your scale says 1 unit is equal to 2 students. So for 12, you will be showing 12 divided by 2 which gives you 6. So we will stop at 6. This is your class 2. Then for class 3, it is 11. So 10 and 12 show 5 and 6. That will be represented by 5 and 6. 11 is just in between 10 and 12. You will be showing it just between 5 and 6. So let's go up to 5. Go a little higher, halfway between 5 and 6. And this will show your number 11. Okay, you have to cross 5, but you don't have to reach 6. That means just halfway between 5 and 6. This is how you will be showing 11, then 15, and then 9 also. Let's move to the thoughts now. Frame any 5 questions based on the given bar graph. So what is given here? Animals and number of children. So it can be like how many children are scared of which animal. It can be like this. Or how many children like these animals, different animals. Anyways, so what can be the questions here? Unit, the scale is 1 unit is equal to 1 child. So let us frame questions. What can be the different questions? Can you see? Okay, which is the most liked? You have to frame 5 questions. Which is the most liked or most scary animal? Right? Now, what else can be here? Okay, what is the number of children scared of lion? Fine. Then you can compare also. First question is this, second question is this. What comparison do you want to make? Okay. How many more children are scared of tigers than monkeys? You know why some of these children are scared of monkeys, not of tigers or lions? Because they know we'll never meet tiger or lion, but we may meet monkey anywhere in the city around, right? So we can frame more questions like this. You can talk about some number less than it, some number more than it. So frame 2 more questions from your side, children. Now it's time for a quick recap of what we have learned. So chapter at a glance for you. A collection of information, facts, figures, values is called data, and the process of collection, reporting, and then representing information in some systematic form is known as data handling. You interpret the results out of them. Representing data using pictures or symbols is called pictograph. And remember, we have a scale there. Pictographs can be used when number of observations is small because you have to draw pictures there. And then a bar graph is a chart that uses bars to show comparison between categories of data. And we use bars here, we draw 2 lines. Here also scale is very important. Now competency based questions for you. For question number 1, 2, 3, we'll be using this. The given pictograph shows the number of 4 different kinds of trees that Rohit bought. Study the pictograph and answer the questions. How many more guava trees did he buy than mango trees? So look at the scale first. Each tree is equal to 5, each picture is equal to 5 trees, and they are talking about more guava trees compared to mango. So how many more pictures do you see? 2 pictures, and 1 picture is equal to 5 trees. That means 2 pictures is equal to 10 trees. So this is your correct answer. How many neem trees did he buy? How many neem trees? There are 6 pictures. So 6 into 5 is 30. Perfect. What is the total number of trees he buy? Let's quickly count. 3 and 5, 8, and 2, 10, and 6, 16. And each picture shows 5. So 16 fives are 80 is the correct answer. Now here, the given bar graph shows the number of books read by pupils in a class from July to December. Study the graph and answer the following questions. So these are the different months. This is the number of books. So whichever line you will be taking the number, your bars will move accordingly. Here we have taken number of books on this side. That is why you see your bars are sleeping bars. They are horizontal bars. And when you take them straight, like here on this the number has to be here on the vertical line, then all your bars will be vertical. How many books were read altogether from July to November? So we'll quickly first find out what is the number here. From 75, it is moving to the next point. So this is 80. What is this point? This is 60. What is this point? This is 90. And how much is this? 15. For August, it is how much? This is 40. And this is for July, 85. Right? All the numbers are written here, and we'll just calculate the total number, and based on this data, we'll be finding out the number asked. Now miscellaneous exercise for you. Tick the correct option. You have a bar graph here. The students of a particular class travel by different modes of transport as represented by this bar graph. So you have to read this and then answer the questions. I am sure you'll be able to do it yourselves. All these 5 questions are based on this bar graph. Now subjective type questions for you. It's a Christmas time. Dia is decorating her Christmas tree. Make a bar diagram using the following information. So she is using 9 stars, 12 bells, 6 gifts, and 8 bows. So you will be just drawing a bar graph to show this information. We have stars here, then you have bells, then you have gifts, and the last but not the least, you have the bows here, right? So these are the 4 things. What about the number? The number is starting from 6 and going up to 12. So let us take 1 unit. Scale is 1 unit is equal to 2 items, right? So if you are talking about stars, there are 9 stars. 9 means when you are talking about 2 units. So 2, 4, 6, then 8. So 4 and 9 is just halfway. So we'll be taking up to 4, between 4 and 5. 1, 2, this should be at equal distance. So use scale to show this. 7. So your 9 will be represented between 4 and 5. So this is the number of stars, right? Next is bells, 12. So your bells will go up to 12 divided by 2, which is equal to 6, right? And then similarly, you will be showing the gifts and bows also. Gifts are just 6. That means 6 divided by 2 will give you 3. And bows are 8. So 8 divided by 2, that will give you 4. You'll go up to number 4. Also draw the Christmas tree with the above given items and color them. So decorate your own Christmas tree with these number of items used for decoration. Now study the bar diagram carefully and find out why Deepak was made class prefect on the basis of stars given to students for their leadership qualities. What do you think why he was the leader? Because he had maximum stars. So see how this helps in just interpreting some information that is shown here. Now check your stationery, find out how many pencil, erasers, sharpeners and crayons you have. Make a bar diagram for the same. So count your own stationery and enjoy making this bar graphs. Now it is fun time for you. Number of players is 1. How to play? roll the dice 12 times. Note down the number of faces of the dice each time. So you'll get either of these faces, isn't it? So you just have to note how many times you get each of them when you roll the dice 12 times, children. And then fill the chart given below. So you'll making the bar graphs for the same. First you will be filling it up and then you can make the bar graph also for the same. So this was all about data handling. We'll be coming forward again with lots of fun and lots of learning at your favorite platform, Learn Forward. Till then, happy learning, children.